The small-town diner smelled of coffee, bacon, and rain. It was the kind of place where locals came every morning, same booths, same faces, same gossip. But that morning, something broke the rhythm. At a corner table by the window sat Lily, a young girl with soft blonde hair tied in pigtails and a brace on her left leg. She had cerebral palsy, but her smile could light up the entire room. She came in often, always ordering pancakes with extra syrup. Today, she was waiting for her mother, who worked double shifts at the hospital. Across the diner, a group of high school kids laughed too loud, acting tougher than they were. They whispered, pointed, and then, one of them, a tall boy in a Letterman jacket, walked over. "What's wrong with your leg?" he sneered. Lily tried to smile it off. "Nothing's wrong. It just works differently." The boy snorted, grabbed her crutch, and said, "Well, let's see how different it works without this." He tossed it aside. His friends laughed. One of them, maybe trying to impress the others, slapped the milkshake right out of her hand. The diner went silent. No one moved. No one said a word. The waitress froze behind the counter, torn between anger and fear. Lily's eyes filled with tears, but she didn't cry. She just whispered, "That was mean," and tried to reach for her crutch on the floor. The bullies left, still laughing. The moment passed. But it hung in the air like a storm cloud. An hour later, the diner's door swung open. In rolled the thunder. 5 men in leather vests and denim, boots heavy on the floor. The Iron Saints, a local biker group with a rough reputation. Everyone went quiet again, this time for a different reason. The lead biker, a huge man with a silver beard and kind eyes, noticed the broken milkshake glass on the floor, the crutch by the wall, and a little girl sitting alone. He nodded toward the waitress. "What happened here?" She hesitated. "Some kids, from the high school. They picked on her." The bikers exchanged glances. One of them clenched his jaw. Another whispered, "Not cool." The leader walked over to Lily. "Hey, sweetheart," he said gently. "Mind if we sit with you?" She blinked in surprise, then nodded. They sat around her like a wall of leather and steel. The waitress brought fresh pancakes, on the house. Lily giggled when one of the bikers tried to cut his pancakes with a knife so dull it bent. "So," the leader asked, "you come here often?" "Every Saturday," she said proudly. "It's me and Mom's pancake day." "Well," he grinned, "guess what? You've got a whole new pancake crew now." She laughed. For the first time that day, her smile returned. Outside, the rumble of engines echoed again, this time, the same bullies from earlier, parking their pickup to grab lunch. They swaggered in, still laughing about the morning. But the laughter died when they saw Lily, and the 5 bikers around her. The leader turned, his eyes like steel. "You the ones who thought hitting a little girl made you tough?" The boys froze. One of them stammered, "It was just a joke, man." He stood up, towering over them. "Nah. Jokes make people laugh. You made her cry." For a long, tense second, no one breathed. Then one of the bikers said, "Apologize. Right now." And they did. Stumbling over their words, voices shaking, they mumbled their apologies to Lily. She looked at them, not angry, not hateful, just calm. "I forgive you," she said quietly. "But please don't do it again. To anyone." Something shifted in the air. Even the bullies looked smaller now, ashamed, humbled. Later that day, as the bikers prepared to leave, the leader knelt beside Lily. "You're one brave little lady," he said. "Don't let anyone dim that light of yours." She smiled. "Thanks, mister." He winked. "Name's Bear. You ever need a ride, you call the Iron Saints. We've got your back." They revved their engines, waving as they disappeared down the highway, thunder fading into the sunset. The diner's waitress wiped a tear from her eye. "Guess angels don't always wear wings," she whispered. "Sometimes they ride Harleys." Weeks later, the story spread. The Bullies started volunteering at the diner on weekends. The Iron Saints came every Saturday for pancakes with Lily. And the once quiet little diner became a symbol of kindness, where toughness met compassion. Because that day, a group of bikers taught everyone a lesson. Real strength isn't about fists or fear. It's about standing up for someone who can't. And Lily? She never sat alone again. Moral: the strongest hearts wear leather, and the bravest smiles never fade.